Call the member for Monero.
Speaker, I'm rising to support this bill. I've, for the entirety of my political career, been an open and very strong supporter of a woman's right to choose and for the availability of abortion services for those women who do choose to avail themselves of those. This legislation, as modified by the Upper House, is fairly small. We already have the right to abortion across New South Wales. It should not be determined on the basis of your location about whether or not you can take advantage of that and make a decision to terminate a pregnancy. I have also, like many members, received a number of items of correspondence and emails from members of the community. I respect that people have different views, but I have to say that if you're going to email me and tell me that I'm a liar because I said this was a crossbench bill to start with, or that my position is in some way dishonest, when I've been on the record for my entire political career as supporting the right to avail for women to make these choices, then I'm not really going to be particularly respectful of your view when you put it to me. I do respect the views of people who sent me very well-considered correspondence and who raised ethical issues that they had with the original legislation. And I note that a number of those were dealt with by the Upper House. I think, though, it is important that we are able to come into this place and take decisions on these sort of issues on the basis of conscience, and I have done so on this occasion, as I have on other occasions in this place about similar issues where I know that people hold deep views. It's really important, though, and the fundamental principle I adopt in this is it's not up to me to tell people what their view should be on issues like this. They should be able to make their own decisions on this. And if I had $1 for every person over the 22 years that I've been around politics, actually more than that, over a quarter of a century that I've been around politics, if I had $1 for everyone who says that you're going to lose your seat because I'm going to campaign against you and I'm going to vote against you because you don't agree with my view on this, then I'd be a very wealthy man. I probably wouldn't still need to be in politics. But I fundamentally respect a woman's right to choose in these matters. I have always believed that, and this bill, in extending availability of a drug which is already legally available in New South Wales and enabling nurse practitioners and qualified midwives to prescribe it, is eminently sensible. It will help people in regional areas where they are unable to access services to access these services, and I support it. And I would just mention that some of this has come about because of issues in the hospital in my community in Queanbeyan, where it was drawn to my attention by a doctor some time ago that availability of abortion services had been restricted, and that was unfortunately the first I'd heard of that. And I raised it with the Health Minister immediately, and to his great credit, he took immediate action to make sure that those services were available in our hospital, as they should be. I'm pleased to say that there is additional services now available in Queanbeyan Hospital to provide assistance for women who want who want to actually go through the process, want to talk to somebody about it, or may want to access services around reproductive health. I'm pleased that that's been the outcome of that, and I do thank the Minister for Health for his very immediate action in addressing that. It is really important that we do ensure that services are available. In border communities like mine, it's not always easy. People used to access services in the ACT quite frequently, and so there wasn't as much demand across in New South Wales. But we have seen on some occasions those services start to be wound up either by the providers or by access for New South Wales residents not being as easy. So I'm pleased that those services are available. I recognise that people have different views to me. You're entitled to that view. If you're a woman, you're entitled to make your choice about whether or not that a termination is something that you feel you need to avail yourself of at that moment in your life or not. I respect your right to choose that, and that's why I support this legislation.